Okay, what we're going to learn about today is the magnetic lasso tool. If you right click over here, you can see a lasso tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and the magnetic. We're going to work with the magnetic lasso tool. A little bit of polygon. I don't see anywhere where you're going to use this, and I'll show you why. If you look here, I already have a whole bunch of different pictures. What I want you to do is find a picture of street level, something like this, that can be anywhere, and I want you to incorporate at least 3 different pictures, and I'll explain how I'm going to do that here in a second. What I recommend is if you go up here to window on the top, and you can go in range, you can see there's different ways to do this. Like, for example, 3 up vertical, they're like this. Well, that's kind of annoying for me, so I wouldn't leave it like that. Here's the consolidated on all the tabs, but the one I want what I would do is float in window. Okay. Oops, I messed that up. Float all in windows. So why I do this is because then I can kind of maneuver and see what I'm working with each one. It just makes it a little easier. So let's talk about the lasso tool. Lasso tool is if I sit here and I go around Homer and I go and alright, I copy, go over here, and I paste them. You can see, first of all, Homer's huge. You still Command T, Shift, but there's an issue here. It's kind of crappy. You know, when you look at this, you can see all the white and wherever I just went around them. So, what I would do is we're going to use the magnetic tool. So Command D to deselect. So I go over here and I'm going to use the magnetic tool. It's a lot easier if you zoom in when you do this. So what it does is that once I click, it adheres itself. I'm not clicking at all, just to the different contrast. Now, let's say I go out here and it come back and you're like, oh, I don't want that. All you do is hit the delete button, and every time you hit the delete button, it eliminates one of these little boxes, and you can see I can go all the way back, and if I want it all messed up, I just hit escape. Okay, so let's try this. So I'm going to go around Homer here, and I'm going to go relatively quick. You know, a little slower you go, usually the better. See, like there's a mistake, so I'm just going to delete that back and delete again. One more. There we go. And sometimes it's tough for it to read the contrast. Like, here's an example. Do you want it to go around there, or do you want it to go in the shoe? If you go in the shoe here, you can actually click to make your own. And so right now I'm just clicking, otherwise it would read the gray. And once I get out of there, then I'm fine. Okay. And I'm just moving along the line, and just kind of bebopping here. You just kind of keep going. And as I go around, there's always certain parts that can be kind of tricky. Like his hair here would be one. And actually, no, it's not too bad. I'm just going to go, whoop. I'm going to go around the top of his hair. Okay. There I'm coming around. I'm getting there now. And I'm back. There. You can see it's all highlighted. Command C, I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to put it on here. Whoops. And again, Homer's really large. So I'm going to Command T him, Shift, and there he is. And again, just click that check mark, and there's Homer in my picture. Perfect. There's one. Now, let's go. I think I have a diamond on here. Yep, I want to see that one. All right. So sometimes when you're looking at this, the Polygon tool can work for the fact that if I need to make straight lines, and then I need to click this because it's not going to do it, and it just makes it if like this. I mean, sometimes these really light colors are tough for it to read, so I'll use the Polygon one to just make it more. I think that's it. There you go. So I copy, And again, we're going to paste it in this one. Alright, perfect. Now, how do you put it behind stuff? Things like that, because you know it's still rotors, and you can do that. But let's do this. So I got my little tree here. So this could be one where you kind of use the polygon tool. So for example, I'll just start here. And then once it highlighted, I'm just going to hit delete. Now, you can see, now that looks a little more like, hey, it's behind the tree type thing. But now if I move this like this, you can see it has that cut in it. So that's, you know, that might be something that you need to try and stuff. So there's that. So what I'd like you to do for your assignment is I'd like you to get a picture like this. And I want you to do at least 3 objects into the picture, and I want you to cut one like that to show it behind. It doesn't have to be the same. It can be whoever you want. Like over here in my red Clifford, and you get better at it if you just start out, you know. And you can see the faster you go, it messes up. So you kind of gotta go slow, just for the fact that if you just stay on that line, that's what it's reading, and it's reading the contrast and color. So when there's a big contrast like we have here with Clifford, there's no issue. It reads it. It's like, okay, yeah, I got it, you know. And it's when the colors are close where it gets kind of tricky. So as you just work your way around, this is how you take faces out of objects, or if you want just a certain part, magnetic works really well for that. So there's Clifford. Let's put him on there. And oh man, Clifford's huge. There we go. And that will conclude your assignment for today.